Nothing is more powerful than an idea. Whose time has come? Whose time is now?
This is our Earth. Right now, there are more people on Facebook than there were on the planet 200 years ago. Humanity's greatest desire is to belong and connect. And now, we see each other. We hear each other.
Grandpa, I love you. I love you.
Why want to take a picture?
We share what we love, and it reminds us of what we all have in common.
Alive and well after 7.5 days.
If you believe in yourself, you will know how to ride a bike. Rock and roll!
So now technically your device is on. Can you tell? Oh, it's exciting!
And this connection is changing the way the world works. Governments are trying to keep up.
No, we can't test the freedom.
And older generations are
People
concerned.
are very concerned about tomorrow.
They could get worse next year.
The game has new rules. The next, that's supposed to say 6 minutes, but it's an experiment. But it only works if all you pay attention. This is my son. Isn't he cute? He likes to jump and be a ninja. And he likes to do that and he likes to play in the sand.
You do this.
And he likes to be in movies, just like me.
Look out! Look out, people! Run! It's a bomb!
And what does this have to do with plants? Everything.
You know, Dan, I don't think anyone really appreciates plants.
I don't think anyone appreciates them either.
Let's do something about it.
I agree.
I seriously think we need to show people how important plants are to this planet. Because people seriously, I doubt they barely even know what a plant is.
Yeah, let's seriously ask what people know about plants and see if they actually care.
Well, Webster's dictionary defines a plant as a green living being that grows from the ground.
Plants. Shoot.
Plants are green, living thingamajigs out in the world that help us breathe.
You can smoke it too.
There are many different kinds of plants. There are trees, there are flowers.
Well, basically, you got your 5 types of plant. You got your trees, your grass, your tobacco, your beer, and you got your corn.
A plant is green and it grows. It is made out of carbon. Water often is within it.
Plant is something that grows out of the ground.
Plants are, by definition, living things.
They perform photosynthesis.
And actually, an interesting fact that you probably didn't know, grass is actually a weed. So, you learn something new every day.
Anything with green on it?
All the plants are green. Well, they're green except for the corn. The corn's yellow. But the corn's yellow because you can't destroy the corn.
It's something you eat. It's vegetation. It's plant is a plant. It's
A plant is a living organism that is usually an autotroph and usually green and uses chloroplasts to capture sunlight, which it then uses for energy, and then it has xylem and phloem.
You know, with the corn, if you ever eaten the corn, and then going out in the woods, and you take a number, you relieve you.
Defecate? That's the correct word.
Yeah, you take a poop out in the woods, and there's the corn. You can't destroy the corn. The corn's always there. It's like a power plant.
You know, Dan, we were totally right. No one cares about plants. Let's seriously, we need to like, I don't know, we need to do something to show these people why plants are so
Matt, two things. One, you forgot to flush the toilet again. It's disgusting. Two, when you're done using the toilet paper and it runs out, refill it and don't be
a jerk.
Well, Matt, what can we do to show people?
nature walk.
In order to go on a nature walk, you need to be prepared. Step 1. Get a book on classification. Step 2. Know genus and species. Step 3. Get geared up. Step 5. Find a beautiful biome.
How neat is that?
That's not very neat.
Are you serious? That is neat. I know what neat is. You don't. God.
To identify plants, you're going to want to look at the leaves first. For example, this is a sugar maple. It has a few jagged teeth along the edges, and it has sharp pointed lobes.
Alright, let's take a look at another plant. I bet you're wondering what kind of tree this is. Well, it's not a tree. It's a shrub. It's actually an invasive species called buckwheat. Nasty little buggers.
When looking at this tree, you can also identify it by its bark. It's got thick outer covering for bark, and it's got stout branches. And you can also look at the leaves again. It's got heart-shaped leaves up there, and it's got jagged edges for...
I think this is a king cobra, so a lot of unique animals. Alright, if we take a look at this tree, we can tell it is a white ash, otherwise known as a Fraxinus americana. See, the white ash has contributed greatly to sports in North America. Its timber is used to make all kinds of athletic equipment, such as baseball bats or polo mallets. But if we take a look at the leaves, it's easily identifiable. We can take a look, and it has a compound leaf with multiple leaflets that are parallel with each other. See how they branch out at the same point? And the leaflets are elliptical or oval shaped.
This tree right here is a Scotch pine, and it's obviously really easy to differentiate from the other trees because of the pine needles and the way they're arranged on the stem and the bark. You can also tell by the bark, this thin bark layer, and it's kind of rugged looking.
This used to be a birch tree, but a birch tree is really easy to identify because of its white bark, and it's very easy to peel. So, pretty neat tree right there. You know what? I'd really like to identify this tree, but it was stripped of its bark and its leaves,
So this is what we like to call an unidentifiable piece. You need an expert to identify this.
Matt, look at this. Look at what I found. Never seen anything like it.
What is that?
I don't know. Look at it.
Is that
It's growing so happily there.
Look at, whoa. This is great. Look at this. You see, I'm gonna dig a needle. Ow, frick. Ouch. Come on. Okay, I can't get one, but. You see, these plants, they have modified leaves. They perform photosynthesis in the stem. Get off me, you stupid bugs. But they perform photosynthesis in the stems, and they have modified leaves to ward off predators who want their water. And you see, that's so weird. What is that doing in Mankato?
Now that's actually neat.
To better understand plants, we can take a look at the life cycle. First, we start with the fruit, which is technically a mature ovary in biological terms. Then, the seeds of the mature ovary or fruit are dispersed by animals who ingest the fruit. Like, I honestly don't know what that is. Some animal. And then, the seed is planted into the ground. Once the seed is in the ground, imbibition occurs, which is the uptake of water. The radicle sprouts out and becomes the roots after a while. The plant starts growing due to the uptake of nutrients from the soil. After a period of time, the plant starts growing. Auxin and gibberellins are the plant's hormones that stimulate growth and cell elongation, and the plant reaches reproduction maturity and produces another ovary. Then, we have the apple. It's a great life cycle and beautiful, beautiful thing. And apples taste good.
Alright, Dan. Would you rather have a Mustang or would you rather have a Ferrari?
Definitely Ferrari.
Oh my gosh, Mustangs are way better.
Are you kidding me? No. No, just no.
Alright. You go then. You have a question?
Who's hotter, Jessica Alba or Whoopi Goldberg?
Oof, it's a close one, bud. I'm gonna have to say Whoopi. You just got that,
What's wrong with you?
Whoopi is a good-looking woman.
No.
You know what? Alright, I'll settle this. What plant is better adapted to its environment? A C4 plant or a CAM plant?
Cam plant, of course. And my cam plant right here, I definitely know it's better adapted for its environment.
Dan, are you kidding me? C4 plants have an alternate form of carbon fixation that they have, and they have specialized photosynthetic cells called bundle sheath cells.
Oh, big deal. My plant's got spines all over it to protect itself from predators. And this plant also closes its stomata at night to prevent water loss.
Can your plant do that? Let's just agree to disagree, alright?
Alright, you can think what you want about your plant, but me and my precious little cam plant will always know what's best.